Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
There was 3 of us in that relationship. The dark side is a dirty scat.
Never go to a dark side strip club.
An energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds...
And the midichlorians? Tell them about the midichlorians. You're not explaining it to a toddler.
Well, it's...
Well, what?
I don't really believe in midichlorians.
Well, you don't believe in science. In the truth.
Well, how do you know that? Have you been there? In the blood?
I don't need to have been there for it to be true. It's in the archives.
Those archives are not all-knowing. What about the Chosen One prophecy? That's not exactly come to pass, has it?
The prophecy could still come true.
Oh, what? Did it mention the 2 Chosen One hand clones? What did it say on that extra bit of scroll?
What?
Part of the message,
I seem to have found it.
General Kenobi, years ago you served my father in the Clone Wars.
Wasn't really serving him, but yeah. Carry on.
Why is he looking at her like that? That's not very brotherly.
That was a brotherly look.
What were you thinking about?
I've been digesting the fact that Bail Organa thought I worked for him.
You must learn the ways of the Force. If you're to come with me to Alderaan.
Alderaan.
That was quite a flip, Obi-Wan.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
You little guilt tripper.
I am old. You said it before.
Oh, I'm old. You're like 36. You're some taking care of yourself. Sacrifice your own life.
You're sacrificing my son in the fight against the Empire.
You don't believe in the rebellion?
Well, yeah, I do, but I don't want my son doing it. Let other people's kids do it. I'll write them a check.
Is our only hope, I think. And I'll guilt trip whoever I want. Thank you very much.
Guilt tripping Magoo.
Can't get involved. It's not that I like the Empire. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do about it right now.
You said you wanted to join the Imperial Academy this morning.
Yeah, Luke, get your story straight. If you don't want to go on a kamikaze mission, just tell me.
Learn about the Force, Luke.
You're not training him, are you? A Padawan, at your age.
Yoda had a Padawan at like 700.
Yeah, but in Yoda years, he's younger than you. And you have weak knees. How are you going to teach him all the somersaults?
I need this. I need to right some wrongs.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
You guilt-tripping little fuck.
Guilt trips were the original Jedi mind trick.
You're telling me.
And I'm sorry, I'd like to reopen the case against Anakin. I feel like he didn't really get a punishment that fits hunting down and destroying the entire Jedi.
Justice has already been done, and the punishment served.
What was it again?
100 days community service.
Ah, yeah. I think that fits. He's repaid his debt to society.
Killing younglings, picking up litter.
It was hard. I did make a bunch of new friends, though.
It looks like you're smiling a lot for someone who's meant to be repaying their debt to society. I'm not sure the punishment should make you smile.
I call for a retrial.
Oh, my Force. This is a Sith hunt.
Anakin Skywalker's arm. You stand here today accused of
You
Jedi.
have to.
No, actually, I do have to, so. You stand here accused of Jedi-cide.
Genocide. That's a bit overkill.
As well as unauthorized use of the theoretical youngling massacre moves.
Yeah.
For some reason, you have decided to represent yourself. You have the floor.
It wasn't my fault.
Here's the right arm. It wasn't technically there.
Both arms will be tried for all crimes.
It was a one-off. First offense, and I was in a forced trance, and or under the influence of mind control witches. Also, it was deep fakes.
All these excuses have been dismissed by expert witnesses. For the first offense, the prosecution calls Master Qui-Gon Jinn.
Grandmaster Qui-Gon?
Obi-Wan subpoenaed me.
A Grandmaster can't be forced to testify against his Grand Padawan, according to your own Republic laws.
The Republic doesn't exist out here. Thanks to you, it doesn't exist anywhere.
Sujan is on the Outer Rim. I've held on to this for 25 years.
This demonstrates a pattern of aggression towards children.
I was a child.
Not relevant.
What's this all about? He said I cheated. Did you? No.
And you believe that had you not intervened, that the defendant would have murdered sweet, poor, innocent Greedo.
He said I cheated.
I put it to you, Anakin Skywalker's right arm, that the murder of the younglings was not an isolated crime of high passion,
They provoked me.
but part of a lifelong hatred of younglings.
They called me master.
The court does not accept that as enough provocation for the murder of 30 children.
They should be the ones on trial.
The court does recognize the time already served, 100 hours serving the community as a litter picker.
A punishment to fit the crime.
However, in this picture it appears you are enjoying yourself. Smiling.
I'm always smiling, especially post-ham.
Posing for a selfie with what appears to be a small community of ducks.
You're allowed to make friends during community service.
The jury, me, will now deliberate. Court adjourned.